Hey, Maddie here. As I mentioned in the title, what most evidently miss? Yes, you're working hard. Yes, you're doing overtime if you're doing it. Because I used to sell my time of 60 hours a week, and I let my wife also to sell 50 hours a week until 5 years before. In the last 5 years is a different story where we are living on our own terms. The point is, we all, even by the qualified professionals, we all have been said to do, we all have been taught and told to do what the wealthy people are doing now, but not what they did before to get there, where they are now. I repeat again, we all have been told and taught by all the professionals in the world, in the society, irrespective of anywhere, not only in Australia, anywhere around the globe. You all have been told to do what the wealthy are doing now, but not what the wealthy have done before to get where they are now to do what they are doing now. First of all, let me prove it so that you will be near certainty why Maddie is saying that so. And not only I'm telling as a theoretical perspective, but also me personally flip that into what the wealthy did before, and eventually I'm getting there as well. So you're working hard, you're doing overtime, all good. As long as you are selling your time, irrespective of whether it is a small business or you're in a self-employment or you are in a job, when you sell your time, what will be income? It's capped, right? Is it or not? Most people blame the boss, the employer, blah blah blah. But how much ever you make money, why you still couldn't cope up? What happens when you stop? It's not about working less. It's not about stopping today itself. No. The point is, what happens when you stop working? Yes, you are a protector. Yes, you are a provider of your family. But when you stop working, what happens? If everything stops, your payment, your bills, if everything stops when you stop working, it means your income is totally dependent and totally tied to your time, your presence. From there, whatever you are thinking about getting a passive income, it becomes a very distant income strategy. There is a reason behind that. Because at the moment, your mainstream of income is so much attached and tied and dependent on your time and your presence. You know what the wealthy did? There's nothing wrong in what you're doing, but that's not the way to create wealth. And in fact, there are 0% of people around the world. This is evidently been proven. Again, statistically been proven. There are 0% of the people around the world are wealthy from being an employee. Around the world. It's been proven. There's nothing, I'm not saying just by words. So the point is, first and foremost, what the wealthy did before to get where they are now, then afterwards diversifying it is. They focused on buying back time. They focused on the way strategically to stop selling time and start to buy back time. I'm not talking about the passive income yet. That's not the first. Passive income is a lie as long as your income is still relying on your time. First and foremost, what the wealthy people did, first wealth creation strategy should be, and for you too, is what they did is they to become wealthy, that they focused on stop selling their time and detach their income from the time, their income from the presence, and followed by that they used the right vehicle, which is a business strategy, to get their buy back their time, to optimize, scale, and maximize their income, cash flow, true cash flow. Reason why your income is capped, why how much ever you work hard, how much ever you do overtime, how much ever you make money, still it's not enough, because you are trading or selling your limited asset, which is the time. As long as your income is tied to the time is limited, your income will also be limited. Even a pay rise, if you are looking for a pay rise, the next pay rise, that may ease a bit momentarily or temporarily, but not for a long run. The next inflation, the next rise in cost of living, the next interest rate rise eventually hits you hard. It didn't happen before. Yes, it did happen, right? That's the problem here. So first and foremost, wealth strategy is to detach your time and money, to stop selling your time, to start buying back that time, as exactly what the wealthy did, to achieve the time ownership first. It is not going to happen overnight. It will gradually happen. You must take the ownership of what actually the wealthy did to get where they are now, to do what they are doing now. How much ever you try to do whatever they are doing now without doing what they did before, that's not going to be make you wealthy. It's been proven, as I said, 0% of the employees, 0% of the people who are selling time are becoming wealthy around the world. The reason because your income is capped, your life is capped. Everything is revolving around the time. The time is only 24 hours. So, what the wealthy did before, the first strategy is to achieve the time ownership by buying back the time. So, what I mean to say you here is find a way, start to look, just by thinking different open-mindedly, start to look for an alternative strategy to change your income model, to start to buy back the time, by gradually stopping to sell your time. That's it. When you gradually move into that with the open-mindedness, by thinking different, by acting different, by deciding different consistently, by learning the right skill set with the right mindset, you become unstoppable. The reason because your income flows without relying on the time, and eventually life becomes uncapped. Everything opens up from there. You don't need to work hard. Working hard and all is 50 years before. Overtime and all 60 years before. That's not the way. And waiting for another 10 years, 70 years before. So if someone says it's a long-term strategy, you must wait for another 10, 15 years. They keep on insisting you to carefully nurture you. If it is going to take another 10 years, look at significant number of 20 plus, early 20s are becoming millionaires. Around 1,700 people every day are becoming millionaire, and among the 1,700 people, 700 people around the world, significant number of people are below 25. How amazing, right? So the point what they say it's a long-term strategy is a lie. It's an absolute lie. Just change your income model and start to buy back time, as what the wealthy did before. The first income strategy to own the time. That's it. Start to look for an alternative and be around with the people, because proximity is power. Be around the people who did that, who are going through the journey, who are achieving that, who are having the time ownership and scaling their wealth, living with time freedom without compromising their family time. Time is life. Peace.